Welcome back to our Buying a Home in Japan series. This is part 2, and in our previous video, we talked about the property hunting process step by step. So, you finally found your ideal property in Japan. What comes next? It's time to make an offer. But how exactly do you make an offer on a property in Japan? And what should you know before doing it? In this video, we'll walk you through the key components of a real estate offer in Japan, what's involved, how to write one, and what to expect. What is a purchase offer in Japan? In Japanese, an offer is called 購入申込書 or 買付申込書. Among us real estate folks, we often call it simply 買付. It translates to purchase application. A purchase application is a document you submit to let the seller or the seller's agent know that you are serious about buying the property. It's the first real step toward negotiating and signing a contract. What's in a purchase application? How do I write one? A purchase application isn't legally binding, and it's not mandatory. But in Japan, most real estate transactions won't move forward without one. Each real estate company might use a slightly different format, but here are the standard components you'll usually find. Property details. Here, you would write the property's name, address, land size, and floor area. Offer price. Your proposed price. Earnest money deposit. Typically 5 to 10% of the purchase price. Remaining balance. The rest of the purchase price minus the deposit. Desired contract date. When you'd like to sign the purchase agreement, usually a few weeks after submitting the offer. Desired closing date. When you'd like to take ownership, typically about a month after signing. If you are getting financing, then the closing and handover date might take longer due to the loan process. Loan use. Here, indicate whether or not you'll need financing and for how much. Remarks or requests. Here, you would write any conditions you want to include, like asking the seller to leave certain items, repair certain things, or timing requests. Can I negotiate the price? Yes, price negotiation is possible after submitting a purchase application. However, this is Japan. Negotiation styles here are very different from what you might be used to in your home country. There is no aggressive bargaining. It's all about polite, respectful communication. So how much of a discount can I negotiate? It depends. If the property is popular or the seller isn't in a rush, they might reject a discount altogether. But if it's been sitting on the market for a while, you might have a better chance. If it's not legally binding, why write one? Great question. Even though it's not binding, a written purchase application makes your intent clear. Sellers and agents often won't take you seriously or start negotiating without it. In fact, many listing agents won't even present your interest to the seller unless you've submitted one. If I submit a purchase application, does it mean I can for sure buy the property? Unfortunately, no. For example, if a property receives multiple offers, the seller will choose one buyer to move forward with. The decision on who to sell to is entirely up to the seller. There are several factors that may influence their choice, such as the buyer who submits the purchase offer the fastest, the highest offer price, a cash buyer, often considered more reliable and faster than someone needing financing. In other words, submitting a purchase offer does not guarantee that you'll be able to buy the property. Can I cancel a purchase application? Yes, you can cancel because it's not a binding contract, but be careful. In Japan, a kaitsuke is taken seriously. Backing out without a valid reason can damage your credibility, not just with the agent, but with future sellers too. And if you've already started the contract preparation process, canceling could lead to claims of damages or lost trust. So, only submit when you're serious and act responsibly. What happens after submitting an offer? Once your offer is in, the seller will take a few days to review it. If you've asked for a discount or specific terms, your agent and the seller's agent will likely go back and forth negotiating. You might get a counteroffer, and if both parties agree on price and terms, great! You move on to signing the contract and paying the earnest money. But if you can't come to an agreement, you're free to walk away. Tips to strengthen your offer, especially as a foreigner. Want to make your offer stand out? Here are a few ways. Work with a bilingual agent. They can explain cultural nuances and smooth out communication. Loan pre-approval. If you're already living in Japan and can get financing, having a pre-approval is hugely beneficial. Flexibility. Being flexible on terms like price or handover timing is a big plus. Being a cash buyer. No financing means you can close faster, and that's very appealing to sellers. Offer full price. If you really love the property and don't want to lose it, offering the full asking price is often the strongest move. Final thoughts. To recap, the purchase application, or kaitsuke, is a crucial first step toward buying a property in Japan. It may not be legally binding, but it carries weight in the Japanese real estate world. It shows you're serious and ready to move forward. And even if your offer isn't accepted, you've started building trust with agents and sellers, which can help you on your next attempt. That covers how to make a purchase offer for real estate in Japan. Once you've submitted your offer, the next step is signing the contract, which we'll cover in part 3 of our Buying a Home in Japan series. So make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And if you're looking for property in Japan or need help making an offer, feel free to reach out. We're happy to support you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.